Farts. Old farts. Two old farts. Steve and Dave. Sometimes you find a diamond in the rough. Not this time, though. This is just rough. Two old farts. There is no better waste of time. Two guys. Two old guys. A lot of BS and more drivel than you can shake a stick at. Steve and Dave. God help us.
There's that God guy you keep bringing into everything all the time. Jeez.
Well, I thought these were the dogs you were playing poker with, Stephen. But there you go. I'm Church of England, as you know. I'm Church of England, so that means by default I'm guaranteed to go to heaven.
Isn't that the one that Henry VIII did because he had like 42 different wives? And
he
the
did
problem
that
was,
because you know he couldn't get a divorce, didn't have enough money, too many lawyers, too much cost, and said, you know what, I'll start my own church.
I like that. I'm gonna start my own church. I like it for the lizard people and the UFOs. But anyway, enough about that. So, by the way, we're not sponsored by New York apparently because the Nigerian New York bank never paid you. So I feel very bad.
No.
Okay.
I think we're being sponsored by the Chinese Weather Department.
I think so. The Chinese weather balloons, yes.
Yeah. It's all happening. It's all happening. It's. I heard something this morning on the BBC where somebody called in quite seriously, and he said, "Would it be correct now? Now I keep hearing all about UFOs. Are we being invaded by UFOs?" So there you go. That's the level of the public engagement.
The lizard people are taking over like Orson Welles' World of the Wars from 1930 something. Wow, this is awesome. I can't wait. Well, we have a very cool person who draws lizard people, I think. So this is going to be very exciting. She could be a lizard person. I don't know. So
no, I don't think so. I think she's way too talented, way too talented to do that.
But she does have turkeys on her porch. So I'm just saying.
That's one hell of an
I understand lizard people do eat turkeys on their porch. I'm just saying, I read a book or two. I mean, I've read it on the internet, so it's got to be true.
Yeah.
So there you have it.
Maybe that's it. Maybe we're being invaded by turkeys.
Oh my God! You can't trust those turkeys. I knew they looked suspicious on my plate on Thanksgiving. Anyway, the lady who's joining us is Mel Hartz. And
again,
a guest of the show. She was on one of like the first 30 shows. So for this is an upgrade for Mel because Mel did it with Zoom and we had no clue of what we're doing. We still have no clue of what we're doing, but we have better technology now. So we're going to bring this
because she's indoors being nice and warm as opposed to staying outside and freezing to death on a balcony when we spoke to her last time.
I was excited to hang out with the turkeys, but what do I know? So I'm just a Jew from New York City. All right, you ready? We're bringing her in?
Yes.
Ta-da! There's Miss Hart, the art goddess. Nice to have you back.
Nice to be back. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mel. Super early for you. Sorry about that.
Bit. No, it's okay.
Early? Yeah. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning there. What do you mean early?
Yeah, it is 10 o'clock in the morning, and that is early for me.
Okay. I'm sorry. Yes. Okay. So.
Yeah. Well, you see, if you're a goddess, then a goddess of art, that means you're out creating until the early hours in the morning.
That's right. I see the dawn come up when I'm still creating.
Wow. Well, thank you then for either staying up or getting up.
I'm like, one more line.
And we wanted to Mel had written the first show. We talked about Mel's first book. Not that she read her first book. She wrote her first book. And it was wonderful. She sent us a copy after. It was wonderful. The pictures in it were hers. Or I should say the illustrations were hers. The story was very cool. I'm waiting for book number 2. And we're going to put her and 3 and 4. We're going to put her website below, like David likes me to say. And you can probably, if I'm not mistaken, buy her book through the website. So we can go to, I guess, Amazon or wherever. But
the website will send you to Amazon.
There you go. You can go to the website and buy her book. Her book was great. It's an easy, fun read. So whether you're 5 years old or 500 years old, it's just a fun book. Makes you smile the whole way through, and the illustrations and artwork is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And,
Thank you.
and I think I better lobby on behalf of your good husband now, then, Mel, and say, come on, where's the second book?
Yes, he has been bugging me about it. I'm a third of the way through the second book. So hopefully within the next couple of months, it should be ready for me to go ahead and publish on Amazon. But you can get to the first book through my website. There's a link to my Amazon store there.
Okay. But you've been super busy. I've been, I follow you because I've actually, I know it's a bit naughty and I shouldn't say it, but
No, David, that's called stalking, David. There's a difference between following and stalking. So just,
Right. Well, it's a long way to go. It's a long way to go to follow.
There you go.
I actually have your marshmallow and chocolate mountain as a screensaver.
Fantastic.
And everybody that sees it just says, wow. I said, yes, that's Mel. I said, and I know the artist. So there you go.
I love it.
But you've been doing all sorts of stuff, Mel, haven't you? I mean, I've been, you very kindly sent me some things for Eat the Art Challenge. We got lots of feedback from that. And I've got some other things that look like hamburgers. I'm going to be doing those in the next month or so. We kept them back, and you're doing your NFTs and lots of other bits and bobs. We've got some art, Stephen. I put something. I know we don't normally do this, but Mel had so much stuff.
Okay.
That I wanted to show and share. So I've been bugging her because I know she's super busy to send me some images. So we've got a slideshow of some of her images. Some of the
cool. But before we do that, I have a question. So Mel, with the crash of crypto, how are the NFTs doing? Are they selling? Are they like lower in price? Are they just kind of like they were before, an even keel? How is that going?
Well, everybody I think has had to lower their prices a bit.
Okay.
Because the market is not as busy as it was. And I think that people are more so looking for the value behind the NFT than just the fact that it's an NFT now. We're seeing a shift in the way that the whole NFT world works and the meaning that the NFTs have. It's not just about being a picture on the blockchain anymore.
Right.
I've found that there's a good mix of people that care about the artist behind the art. So the little extra things that you could offer with an NFT that gives your collector a personal extra bit of fun that comes along with the art seems to go quite a bit further than just 10,000 images of eyeballs.
Gotcha. No, what we found when we were doing NFTs at Noisy Panda is that we would tell the artists, you do an NFT, got to give the real piece of art. Like it has to be like the Cracker Jack with the surprise, because if NFTs tank, who knew? At least I have the art on the wall. And then 50 years from now, when the digital is worth something, because it'll probably take that long till they actually figure out what to do. And not really, unless the lizard people come. But anyway, then I think then it has value. But I think right now it was a cute fad, and I think it's going to take a while where people find a place. But people like me that are collectors, that's nice. When they go, you buy my NFT, I'm like, does it come with art? No, we're good. And the artists that would come with us were like, you got to do A and B, and they did it, and they would sell some. And so now when the market died, I don't care. And I don't mean that in a heartless way, but I'm comfortable because I know the person who bought the NFT actually has the physical painting as well. So the painting's still worth something, and you can sell that if you're, whatever. And that's what we would tell them. Like, look at the NFT is like you bought the box of Cracker Jacks, you got the surprise inside, you ate the peanuts, you still got something left over. So to me, the NFT is the whatchamacallit, is the, oh, by the way, to the art. So hopefully in the next few years, they'll figure it out, but it'll be interesting to see how this goes right now. With everything, I know Binance was just told by the SEC you can't do anything.
Offering up your prints as well, Mel, then with your NFTs?
I offer up the full size file so that whoever buys it can actually take the file and go get it printed onto whatever size canvas they want. That way they have the artwork to do with what they want. The technology behind the NFTs is really, really promising. my mind is blown with the concept of everything that is going to be possible moving forward. It's really exciting. It is really exciting because of the real world benefits that people can attach to the NFTs with the marriage of the technology. Right. It's a very exciting time.
Now we just need to speed up a little bit. So there you go.
I agree.
Yeah, right. All right. Now I know David is very David. If you don't have this mushroom marshmallow screensaver as one of the pictures in this, everyone's gonna be very disappointed.
Yeah, well, I didn't ask Mel for that. If I could,
okay, I'm just saying you were telling everybody how beautiful and gorgeous it is, and I'm like, oh, can't wait to see it.
Can I just interject? Why would you have to ask me for it if you already have it as a screensaver on your computer?
No, I didn't. I had on the slideshow, Mel. It's all news. It's all new stuff.
New stuff.
Yeah, right. Because I, as I say, it's actually in one of the eating art challenges. And it has a bit of a coded name, because if you just actually describe it what it is, then people just say what it is, and that's not part of the eating art challenge. The idea is to get people to say what they think it is, but you get all sorts of really wacky things about it. But like I say, yeah, it's a screensaver. It's fun. It makes me smile every morning when I turn the computer on. But we've got some other stuff, that I hadn't actually seen, Mel, because as I say, we've got some other stuff coming up for Eating Art Challenge, sort of fast food-like objects, which you sent me a couple of 3 weeks ago, which I badgered you about. But what we've got now, perhaps you'd like to run through it. We've got 10 slides for everybody. That's about the max that we can load.
That's a scary picture.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
there we go. Woo.
There we go.
So perhaps you could just, give us a little bit of a background about each image as they come up. So, because they're all different. They're all just, yeah. And your idea behind them. I mean, are you producing these through AI, or are they coming out of your head, or?
These are a mix of both. So what I'm actually doing is I'm taking my hand-drawn illustrations and I am taking pictures of them, and then I'm running them through my AI with some words to create variations on my original art.
Very cool. Wow. So would you consider this AI art?
I would consider it a marriage of both.
Okay.
It's like me and the AI holding hands, skipping down the sidewalk in the sun. It's a beautiful day.
Very nice. Don't tell your husband though. You may get jealous. I'm just saying. So, this is absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
And available for purchase, correct?
It will be. Okay. These are not actually minted on any of my marketplaces yet. These are brand new, not seen before works.
Oh wow! Ooh, so world premiere.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
This guy kind of strikes me as a keeper of time. He's kind of like the Flash, but way cooler because he's almost kitty-like.
Right. He's very pretty, or handsome, I guess, depending as the case may be.
I guess he likes to be pretty too. So
there you go. I like it. This guy's awesome.
This guy looks like he's getting ready to get into a breakdancing competition. He's going to wipe the floor with everybody.
See, this I would want as a painting.
Yeah.
That to me, this is a painting. I want to hang that. Not just I can't digitally. I have to hang that. That's just too cool.
That would be pretty BA on your wall.
Yep.
So Mel, you had to go back then. You've done a rough drawing of this, or color drawing of it, or a sketching of it.
Yes.
And then you've put in words like break dancing, and then you get this sort of stuff.
Well, what I've been doing is I've been taking two pieces of my art and mixing them together in the Midjourney with words like camera words that insinuate different special effects, like caustic reflections, which is the reflections that water gives off when light hits it. So if you use little terminology like that, it will alter the output that you get with the image and give you a bunch of different results.
Very cool. Yeah, I like this one's very cool.
Because we have this sort of, I don't know, people seem to be a little bit sniffy about this AI art. There are a lot of people say, "Oh, it's not art."
Well,
because nobody's drawn it, or it all comes out of a machine.
It's a touchy subject right now with the AI, because the base that the AI model uses pulls from, everything we already know. So logically, it's going to have hints of other famous artists and artworks that are published. So the big thing that people are up in arms about is it plagiarism? If you type in the style of Picasso and it gives you back works that are exactly like what Picasso produces, at what point is there a separation between where it's your art and where it's just taking somebody else's art and turning it into something that's a little bit different? It's a big discussion right now. I am on the side that stands in the belief that it is art, because it's pulling inspiration from all these things, but it's not actually pulling these things. Excuse me. And I purposely don't use other artist names in my prompts when I'm using the AI. So that way it lessens the chances that it's going to give me something that looks like Picasso did it.
Right.
Yeah, and as you said again, the origin or the very roots of this are in the drawings that you use as well, your own drawings.
That's correct. That's correct. And I think moving forward, it's going to be up to each artist to use the AI responsibly, especially when it comes to producing it and putting your name on it and calling it your own. You have to be cognizant of the terms that you're using.
Yeah.
Yeah, and hopefully most artists will do that. They'll, be responsible. Oh, cute. Looks like Wednesday.
Wednesday, Harley Quinn.
Yep. I use that as a compliment. That's very cool. Or it looks like any 5-year-old kid I see now when they go to the mall with their mom. So,
right. You buy this for me now.
Or else. So yes.
I love the cute, kind of doomy little characters that are adorable but creepy at the same time. Like you're not sure if they're going to stab you in the eyeball or give you a hug.
Right. I like that. That's adorable.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a whole show about creepy characters, isn't there? Really. But yeah,
but we're not doing a show on Mel Gibson. We're good. So.
And what's she standing in front of? Is it a vault or something, or she coming out of something, or going to somewhere, or?
She's in her secret little rage room.
Oh, okay.
Right. Okay.
She's an angry girl.
Apparently. And the writing on the left is?
That is actually, this is an unprocessed image. So the final image is going to say something different back there where the AI words are.
Gotcha.
Because the AI likes to give you words that aren't actually words. It's
nice.
Funny trying to read it and figure out what it's trying to say.
I wrote many a college paper like that. So I was AI before it was in vogue. I'm very excited.
Oh, so you were cool before you even knew it.
I know. It's very exciting. So
it just goes to show that the AI is as dyslexic as we are, Stephen. So
there you go. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is beautiful.
Thank
the detail
you.
and everything is gorgeous.
Now, more cartoon-like and less 3D.
Mm-hmm.
Is that?
I was actually trying to mix in a cartoon and surreal vibe with some of these artworks. And then later on, I actually added paper quilling to my prompt for some of my really new stuff that I'm going to be showing today on my socials.
Very cool. Are we seeing any of it today, or just even new, more world premiere than that?
Yeah, no, these, like, I was still working on at 1 and 2 o'clock this morning, so nobody's seen them yet.
All right.
Yeah. Just wasn't no more badgering emails from me saying, Mel, send it to me.
Yeah, that was okay.
To be honest, Mel, I like the other crazy girl a little bit better than this. But like you say, but would you consider this to be a work in progress then, or is this a finished object? Or
no, I consider all of the ones that I sent you over were still works in progress. They're not finished. I wanted to give you a sense of some of the raw outputs that I've been getting.
Very cool.
working with my art and how they vary in their base form. I think it's interesting to see.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, but I mean, obviously the first two, and of course the one that's even like the second one. I mean, that looked like the finished object to me. But yeah.
Very cool.
Okay, this gives me, when I saw this morning, I thought, this looks very much like a lady who's done a lot of tattooing in her life.
Yeah, these characters, there's a whole series of these little girl characters. I'm calling them the Mellow Mells.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm calling them the Mellow Mells. So they're tattoo happy chicks, and they're carefree, and they just kind of run around and do what they want. They don't give a crap.
Nice. Well, here's what's really funny. When I first saw this, and everything I say this minute is a compliment. It looked like Sonic the Hedgehog on steroids, and like the Flight of the Phoenix with the two birds, not the little blue bird in the corner. The little blue bird, like a Twitter. We'll take care of him later. But I like that the two birds to me look like the Flight of the Phoenix, like two phoenixes rising, and then just like this I guess female on like steroids. This is like awesome. This is very much an empowering piece.
Yeah, it gives you that feeling of stoic.
Yes.
Those birds, Mel, I mean, they would look fabulous as a tattoo, wouldn't they?
They would. They would. If I was still doing tattoos, that would probably already be on my arm.
Yeah. Those birds would look fabulous on a painting.
They would.
So there you go. So no, that's a beautiful piece.
Thank you. I think it would be really cool in one of the the old time oil paintings.
Yep.
That where they stack the oil on top and it's all 3D. Like I think that would be really cool in one of those.
Yes. Yep. Mel, you paint? Kind of, sort of, a little?
Kind of, sort of. I'm not any good at
it. Oh, good. So you could hang with David and I all day long.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we could do the finger painting abstract. I'm good with anything that looks like anything. You should go see somebody else.
I was going to say, I can draw a stick figure like nobody's business. So.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
But isn't this one of the ironies of life where you say, oh, I can't paint, so I'm not an artist, and then you're producing this sort of stuff?
Yeah. I think that when it comes,
so proud to have done something like this. Seriously.
I think when it comes to the AI, it's opened the doors for a lot of people who normally wouldn't try to create art to get the creative inspiration from their head into something that's tangible. And I think it's wonderful. I think that it does a lot to inspire creativity and help to keep the imaginative juices flowing. Because more times than not, as we age in this world, we lose our imagination. We don't really have that sense of creativity and wonder that we had as a children. So I think that the AI is going to go a long way in kind of helping to reignite that in our society.
I agree. And so this will be an NFT, I'm taking it, but it would also be available if someone wants to buy like a digital picture of it, or not digital, but a printout that you sign and hang it on their wall. Will that be available, or is it just going to be an NFT?
No, all of my NFTs come with a full-size file download. Okay. And I also just recently opened up a Facebook wallpaper shop.
Cool.
So it's a store on Facebook that you don't have to use cryptocurrency. You can use Facebook Pay or Apple Pay or whatever Facebook uses to let you pay for stuff. Right. And it gives you the HD 16:9 resolution wallpapers that you can use on your computer or your devices. And they're only $2 each.
And that's very cool. But now say somebody wants to hang this on the wall. How do they do that? Or they can't do that? Or is there a file that does that?
No, there would be a file. So when, like with the wallpapers, when you purchase the wallpapers, I actually handle each order myself. Okay. So I email out the file and the drive link to the file. So then you would have access to that file to take and print out and put it on your wall if you wanted.
Go to FedEx or Kinko's and go, hey, print this for me.
Go to Staples. I want this a poster, please.
Can I tell you? All day long.
Yes.
But see, I want mine signed. So I'd have to print it and send it to you and go, I need a signature, please.
And I would be happy to do that.
Okay, I'll remember this. Keep going. I'm David, picture number 2 so far. And this one, I'm just saying, keep this in mind.
Yeah.
So.
Love
it. Are these all one-offs, Mel, or are they limited, the runs that you're going to do?
They're all one of ones. I really try not to do editions. I try to do each piece as individual.
Yeah.
And that way nobody's going to have the same thing that somebody else has.
Right.
Don't tell Stephen that. That starts to rattle his checkbook already when he sees all this stuff.
Yeah, right. I like this. This is like a little, I mean, it says a compliment, like a little fairy on like steroids again. I like it. That's like, you know.
Yeah, or the dead eyes.
Those are like the you know the pops, the Funko Pops.
Yep.
Okay, so those are like the Funko Pops. They all have the big black eyes.
Yep.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
These have got tats. That's the difference. An attitude.
If you didn't know any better, you would think they're almost like woodwork that's just coming out at you. So it's I'll give 90% to you and 10% to the AI. But it's between your collaboration, this is very beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's a real depth in it as well. Are these all part of your keywords as well? The depth, because like Stephen said, it really sort of draws you in. But she's sitting almost at the front as well. Oh, we had a Dutch artist who was drawing all 3D stuff, and that was pretty spacey. But this is beginning to have that effect as well. That it's really almost 3D.
It has a little bit of depth to it. Some of these I'm thinking of taking into a more advanced animation program and actually cutting them out from the backgrounds and making them move around, turning it into a little video. That's going to take a lot of work, but it is possible to do.
You know, once that happens, what David's going to be emailing you, go, when are you going to come back? When are you going to come back? When are you on the show?
Yeah.
When are you going to come back?
Like movies.
So
yeah,
I think we can show them.
Yeah, if you have little clips of your work, Mel, you know that you can. We'll happily put them up on social media, because we're now we're so au fait with social media. He said,
"You're moving on up."
Oh my! I know. Instead of 12 global listeners, we have 20. We're very excited.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Maybe a few more.
Yeah, this is like a hedgehog on LSD. This one.
Yeah, I just want to hug this guy. That's it. It's bright and vivid, and his little face. I just want to give him a hug.
He would take your hugs all day long.
Very beautiful piece. I like this.
Yeah. And sucking your soul, I think.
Yeah, I lost that years ago. I'm a finance guy. Come on, stop.
He gives you doses. He gives you doses, like micro doses, when you hug him.
It's very pretty. I like that. This is a very cool. This is the kind of piece like the other one way back when made you smile. Like this is very cool. Like you just see this, you're like, all right, come here, I'll give you a hug. It's very cool. It's a very warming piece.
I love the things that make you feel warm and fuzzy.
I know, right? Especially me. So
I should have sent you some of the cake monsters to display today.
Yeah, well, as I say, I'm keeping them back for the eating art, because I will send it. Well, Stephen will see them when they come up for the eating art, but yeah, they just make me laugh so much. But they're a little bit too obvious, as was maybe the chocolate and meringue mountain. But yeah, they were just so good. I just wanted to share them and just see what anybody else thought about them. But
well, the cake monsters, they were helping me celebrate my birthday.
Happy birthday!
Oh, well, happy birthday! Did we obviously we remember when it was? It was the 2nd or the 3rd of February.
It was the 4th. You were very, very close. You were almost there. One more number.
Yeah.
Well, he only has 28 guesses to go. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Well, the thing is, Mel, that I only saw it afterwards, because normally I like to congratulate people on their birthday. Well, the show does. We have a little card, little digital card we send out to people saying, treat yourself on your. We do, yeah. Well,
look at us.
Stephen hasn't seen it, but I normally send them to people via LinkedIn, and I say, treat yourself to the ultimate holiday gift, and watch an episode of the two old farts making noises.
Well, that's of course the best gift ever. I mean, if you're not
Absolutely.
watching two old farts, that's just crazy.
The gift that keeps on, the gift that keeps on giving.
That's right. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I have so many jokes. I'm not gonna say.
Yeah,
I got out of time. So no, this one I like. This one. No, this one. This is a smile piece. So
this is number 7. Are you making a note of these, Stephen?
Yes, I got 2. The other one, number 7. See, this one I want to take to China, not to put in a balloon, but to have them make me the actual stuffed animal. I want that stuffed animal like sitting next to me and like big life size. Yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah, there you go.
You could actually, I mean, while you're busy with the Chinese, you could actually ask them to make it into a balloon and fly that over.
Sure, I could. Yeah,
fly that over Montana. That scare the crap out of them.
Well, why even bother? I would just have them inflate it and send it over. But this they could put in a box and send to me because that probably won't get shot down. So look at us.
You'd imagine some U.S. Air Force pilot saying, "Guys, I think I've seen I think it's a hedgehog and it's been on LSD and I think I've got to shoot it down." They'll probably say, "Well, I think you need to come back down."
That's funny. No, but this guy's door, he's just, like I said, it's just, you see him, you smile. You know how every art and every picture hits everybody differently. So this one, just, I see him, it's like I said, just want to give him a hug and get him made into a stuffed animal and have him chill with me.
I love it. I bet you could have him made into a stuffed animal.
Yep. I have to find someone who does that though.
Well,
and then
online, they have those. I know you've seen the ads for the making a stuffed animal of your animal.
Oh, I haven't, but I'm going to look now.
Yeah, they'll make a stuffed animal of your pet. If you send them a bunch of pictures of it, they'll send you back a stuffed animal that looks exactly like your pet. But I'm thinking, my thought process here is that we could take these and send them in and get the stuffed animal made of my art.
Now I would say to them, but the question is, do they need the other side, or we just say the other side looks like this side?
Yeah, they would probably need the other side.
All right.
I would go so far as to be like, it looks the same on both sides.
I know. So what I'd be like, listen, he's got 4 little paws. It's the same thing. We're good. So, yeah. Oh, he's just going to give you half an animal.
Let's hope they don't have a website called like www.getstuff.com.
I'm going to look for that today.
That's seriously fantastic.
I'm going to look for something that's called Get Stuffed. So next time we see Mel, God knows what I'll have stuffed. So it'll be great. Yeah. Oh, this is cool.
This reminded me of what was it that there was some really cheesy the time tunnel or something. That's the one that was my first impression.
There's and then I thought what it was tunnel? Nice.
Yeah, but I thought it was I kind of I was a bit sort of when I saw it this morning.
I
found myself looking at
Yep.
I found myself looking at it again and again and seeing more and more and more stuff. So
yep. It's gorgeous.
Never judge a cheese by its cover.
Right. No, this is just, it's beautiful. All Mel stuff is beautiful. So I'm a big fan.
Like a rainbow tunnel.
Yep.
In my head, this is the path that I take to go to my imagination land.
Very cool.
Come on, kitty.
Okay. Oh, so you've been joined by a cat. No, the wonderful thing about this show is that we have cats appear and dogs appear. So that's really good.
Welcome to
if you take enough LSD, you also get hedgehogs. But
that's right. Hedgehogs and cats and cheese trees and Lord knows what else.
There you go. I like this. This is very cool. Guardians of the Galaxy will be calling shortly, so they can use this as a wormhole.
They're gonna have to pay me a lot.
That's okay. We'll negotiate a good deal for you.
Yeah, remember, Stevens was an investment banker, so it's all about the deal.
That's right.
There it is.
And being a Jew, according to everybody, we have all the money, which is a true statement. So, who better to negotiate a deal?
That means you don't need any more then, Stephen, if you've got all
Stop it. That's just crazy talk from Gentiles that don't understand. We always need more. It's just the way it works. I'm sorry. Like, as my wife says, you really need another painting or another sculpture or another Chinese artifact. Yes, of course. Because I want to look at them and I want to enjoy them. And it's, like this. It's beautiful. You want to just sit back and go, and that's it. Same with cigars.
Same with Transformers.
There you go. Transformers are the same thing.
Transformers.
Yeah, is that your thing, Transformers?
Well, that's my husband's thing.
So how does that thing manifest itself? Does he collect the models, or?
It manifests itself with some pretty amazing, badass models that transform.
Very cool. Like the actual Transformers.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. We have some of the actual original Transformers.
Oh, from like when I was a kid, like in the 60s and 70s. Those are the best. Because that's when they made them out of like metal. So like you could beat your brother or your neighbor with it and it still stood the test of time. Not like this plastic crap. Yeah. Ah, those are the best.
You know, when they still made real lawn darts.
Right. Yeah. Where if you got hit, you went to the hospital. The good old days. Reminiscing. So.
Yeah. No, we're getting near the end now, Steve. So we've got another two to go. This is penultimate.
That is really cool.
Thank you. My mom is a huge fan of fishes and sea creatures and bright, colorful things. So half of the stuff that I produce, I'm producing so I can tickle my mom's funny bone.
Oh, this is
this looks like it's been carved from wood, huh? and painted.
I would want that. See, I want that as a wood carving.
As a wood carving sculpture.
Yeah, right? Wouldn't that be awesome as a sculpture?
Yeah, it would.
Oh.
I have a friend that does wood carving, and I'm always sending him stuff and talking about, you need to make this for me.
Yeah, I think this would be huge, but it would be absolutely gorgeous if it the same paint, the same vividness and color all day long.
Wouldn't that be cool as like a huge sculpture art installation on the coast somewhere?
Yep.
Like on the beach.
Yeah. That'd be awesome. People wouldn't appreciate it. It would look better on my wall. But anyway, yes, somewhere like I would say like you'd have to go to the Hamptons and go to one of the food restaurants and be like, yes, I'd like a glass of water for $26. Look at my fish. You know, one of those. That's the place this needs to go.
Exactly.
So, but it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
Does this go Japanese influences, do you think? Is that what you put in your keywords?
I did not use any kind of an Oriental influence. I was actually starting to play around with paper quilling and carving, 3D elevation were some of the terms that I used.
Okay. Absolutely. It's got a very, very pleasing little face with the lips at the front, sort of.
Yeah. It makes me feel like he's going.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and there's also a real sense of movement about it as well. It's not as it's almost as if you've captured it swimming in a tank because of the movement in the tail and how the stuff shimmers across the body. So beautiful. Yeah, well, for somebody who says they can't paint, eat your heart out.
All her stuff is beautiful. Never a disappointment.
Yeah. Now then, the very last one. I don't know if it was supposed to be black and white, Mel, or opaque as this one is.
Ooh.
Yep, this one was supposed to be the black and white. I wanted to go for the stark contrast of black and white photography with this one.
Yeah.
It has the Rod Sterling Twilight Zone look with a little Salvador Dali thrown in. It's a beauty. This one would be a different sculpture. This one needs to be a sculpture or a 3D type of painting. But yeah, this one's absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you. I was really happy with the way that this one came out. It made me feel like the eye was a gateway to something.
Yes. It's very, very, the lizard people and the UFOs that were shooting.
There it is. You found your portal.
There you go. Can I have a place to go finally? So no, this is gorgeous. No, all your stuff is always gorgeous. We're always happy when you come and show us stuff.
I'm just kind of, I'm all over the place. I love to explore all the different types of art and all the different types of visualizations. I get bored if I try to stick to one thing. So you can always expect a smorgasbord of art when it comes to me.
There's nothing wrong with a smorgasbord of art. And this guy, of course, he's just like, that's perfection. And he makes you smile, but in a whole different smile than the puff doggy thing. So the hedgehog, as David called him, this guy makes you smile in a different smile. So, but yeah, all your stuff is absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
So what do we have to look forward to in the next few months from you, other than your husband now and us harping you on when are you going to finish book number 2?
Well, there's going to be book number 2,
Okay.
and eventually there will also be book number 3.
Cool. Let's get to book 2 first.
Yes.
So,
I have started what I am called, and you can find this on my website. It's called the Hearts Butterfly Society.
okay.
So what it is it's a premier Mel Hearts NFT club. It is a membership. So it's got 3 different tiers. There's a $30 tier, a $15 tier, and a $7 tier. And with the highest one, you get 2 exclusive NFTs, just the desktop wallpaper NFTs. And then you also get 2 exclusive PFP, the profile picture NFTs. Mm-hmm. And you would get those every month. Plus, I also have a private Discord set up that you could join when you become a member. And we're going to we're going to have a movie night once a month. We're going to sit down in the Discord and watch a movie together as a group. And then there will also be access to a special spatial space that I am currently building, a little 3D metaverse world that you can go into and call your own and hang up your own art that nobody else is going to have access to unless they're a member of the club.
Very cool. And that's all at this website. That's called Mel Hearts Art.
Yeah,
I should say www.melhearts.art.
Yes. Yeah.
Which will be below here, and it'll be below here. Sorry. And it's also running through our ticker the whole time we've been on. So
yeah, it's running right there on the bottom of the screen.
Yep. Unless people watching you're complete morons and you can't read, there it is right there, melhearts.art. So you can find it and you can go be part of Mel's community. So, and you get to see all this stuff before we do. And then we have to plead and beg with her for 3 months to come back on the show and show us the next thing. So, which we're excited about. The next thing is hopefully the book.
Yes. Yeah. The book is definitely in the works.
Okay.
The little club is a cool thing. I was taking a branding class, and the branding class instructor was talking about, finding what you're good at, what you love to do, what you're going to get paid for, and then leveraging your skills. And I'm like, well, hello, I'm Mel Hearts and I'm pretty freaking awesome. So let's leverage my skills and do a membership club to me.
I know. And you're pretty awesome. And on that note, that's where we're going to leave it. You can't top that. You
Fantastic.
are Mel Hearts and you are pretty awesome. Your artwork and I call it artwork. Mwah. So we love you. Your artwork is beautiful. And next time we'll have some Transformers behind you just for fun, but the old school ones so we can beat a turkey or something for fun.
We currently own the biggest Transformer they've ever manufactured. We have the full-size Unicron.
Really?
That they put out a couple of years ago. Yeah, I got it as a special gift for my husband. I pre-ordered it when they put it out. It's like 36 inches tall. It's freaking huge.
You realize next time you're on, we have to at least see it. We can never disclose where Mel lives because of that, but we definitely have to take a look at the Transformer.
Yeah, you can't come to my house and see my Transformers. My dogs will eat you.
I was going to say, or the turkeys. So we don't know. Oh, here's the beginning. David's very proud of all this. He did this all by himself with no AI. So
that's fantastic.
Wait, it gets better. He got this program, and here's heavy rock metal, and this is where he starts speaking, but his lips don't move, which is the best part.
Well, sadly, this is the end of today's show. A really big thank you to everyone who contributed today to the show. And of course, thank you to my co-host, Stephen Oldfart. I'm David Oldfart. Don't forget, subscribe to the show and get all the latest updates from Two Old Farts Making Noises.